guys, what up? This is Don.
Sammy Lee here.
And we are the Soul Brothers, and today we're going to give you our performance review on the Adidas D-Rose 7734.
Okay, so let's go over the traction first. So the traction on this shoe is regular herringbone pattern, right? It's multi-directional and it's segmented, right? So it probably is there to give the shoe a little bit more flex. Mm-hmm. And the rubber is really, really soft.
Right.
So you can feel it right when you feel it. You can tell that it's gonna wear down really quickly if you use it outdoors. So I suggest you shouldn't play outdoors with these.
Yeah, the grooves are pretty pliable.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of feel them like a brush.
Uh-huh.
Which is great for indoor.
Mm-hmm.
Or should be great.
Right.
You would think.
The outsole is actually translucent on this colorway, so that looks really cool. And the traction was really, really good for me, right? And you know where we play, right? 24-hour fitness court.
Dusty ass 24.
Really dirty, right? And I was sticking to the floor like glue. These shoes don't squeak at all, right? There's minimal squeak, but the traction's really good. I didn't slip at all, right? You just need to break it in a little bit.
You have to do a lot of wiping or no?
No wiping at all. I actually
Really?
don't remember wiping these at all.
Wow.
Yeah, that's which
right.
is really cool. And at first it's a little bit slippery, you feel, but after like playing one or two games, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
And the traction's broken in already.
Right.
Right. So for the traction, I'd give it like almost as good as the Kobe 9.
Really?
Right? Yeah, it's
Wow.
really, really good. You don't stop immediately just like the Kobe 9.
Right.
But you do stop.
Okay.
Right. It's kind of like you stop and then slide a little bit. You know, like
Yeah.
kind of like the J crossover too.
Just kind of catch a little bit.
Yeah, but it's still really good.
Cool.
Right.
All right, so moving up from there, let's talk about the cushion. They implemented bounce cushion.
It's not bad.
Right.
Bounce certainly shouldn't be the name of this cushion because it's not bouncy. What I would categorize this cushion as is really soft, right? There's really minimal responsiveness and bounce from this cushion. What I felt was more of like a soft landing, like more of an impact protection, right? To be more comfortable for your feet, and it's
Right.
only in the heel, and there's none in the forefoot, it seems like, right?
Yeah, it looks like it stops right here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we haven't broke the shoe down. On this website, it just says bounce cushion.
Yeah.
So they don't say where it is. But the forefoot is pretty firm, even just to the touch.
Uh-huh.
And then the heel has a lot more softness to it.
Mm-hmm. The heel to toe transition was really nice. But if you're looking for more of a responsive cushion, then I wouldn't go with this shoe.
Right.
Okay, and then if you guys want to see the insole, it's the exact same insole as the Crazy Light Boost 2015,
Right.
and it's paper thin.
So what they implemented for the insole was cardstock. So they teamed up with Staples,
Uh-huh.
and they implemented cardstock. It's very, very thin, but it's cheap. So it keeps the cost down.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys can see, but in the heel, if you guys press it, there's like a little circle right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little circle right here in the heel, and that part is actually really squishy and soft. So that's probably good for impact protection.
Yeah, all the Adidas shoes, they have like little circular cutouts
Uh-huh.
when you lift up the insole, almost so you can like see the actual cushion, touch it with your fingers, see the color.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. Now let's move up to the upper. I just noticed as we were looking in here, there's quite a bit of netting here. This big white net for
Yeah.
ventilation,
Mm-hmm.
and then they overlaid that with like some kind of screen mesh. But and then the rest, they kind of did a lot of synthetic leather. The whole upper is pretty synthetic. How did you feel about it?
It wasn't bad. It was actually my first time playing in a synthetic leather shoe, right? Because a lot of the newer shoes are more like mesh type of
Yeah.
material.
Back in my day, boy, we had to play in genuine leather.
Genuine leather.
Nubuck,
Yeah.
suede. That's what the fuck I used to play in back in the
How hot
day.
are those, man?
Back in the 1920s. Yeah, super hot, it's bulky. I'm not a big fan of leather
Yeah.
and synthetic leathers personally.
Me neither.
I like the
but
new tech better.
Yeah, but this actually isn't too bad. It actually gives you a lot of support, right? Because this material is a lot harder than mesh, you know. So it does give you more support,
Mm-hmm.
and the flex in is not bad, right? And there's no pinching or hot spots, right?
Yeah.
So it conforms to your foot really nicely. The synthetic leather is not bad actually. I enjoyed
Nice.
it. Yeah. Yeah, so there are no pinching or hot spots, right? But it did get hot in the shoe. My foot overall did get hot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for ventilation, then this shoe is not it, right? But let's also move on to the fit.
Okay.
The fit was really, really nice for me in the shoe. I really love the fit. The material right here went right over my foot on top. And then width-wise, it was really good for me, right? It would fit perfectly width-wise. It wasn't too narrow, it wasn't too wide. And also the heel lockdown here was really nice, right? There's a small internal TPU counter right here. But the overall support would probably come from the material and the overall fit of the shoe, which is really nice. Yeah, so I
Right.
really enjoyed it. And also, because of the material and everything, it's just a little bulky, right? I'm not into bulky shoes, and also the shoe is pretty heavy. I think it's around like 2 pounds for both of
Mm-hmm.
the shoes, which is pretty heavy compared to the newer models that are coming out, like the Hyper Rev, you know, the Jordan 29, which are really light, and they utilize like a cloth or mesh-like material. This is a synthetic leather, and it's really, it's not really heavy, but it's pretty heavy,
Right.
right? So if you're not a fan of big, bulky, heavy shoes, then you shouldn't get these.
We're gonna move on to durability now. Keep in mind, you know, we play in these for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We try to get the shoes out as soon as we can, while still putting as many hours as we can on the shoes. You know, within a reasonable time frame. So for planning these for a couple weeks, how would you feel about the durability?
The durability is actually really nice. There's a few scuffs here and there, but you can even see in the forefoot, like, you know, where the shoe bends.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually not a lot of like really bad marks or
Creasing.
anything, right? Yeah, creasing. And also, if it was a really cheap type of synthetic leather, it would start fraying off.
Right.
You know, so the
Not in
durability-
2 weeks, I hope. But
not in 2 weeks, but
after a few months. you
yeah,
know.
after a few months. And the only problem I would have with the durability of the shoe is the traction if you play outdoors. So
Right.
I recommend not playing these outdoors because the rubber is really soft. But other than that, I think these shoes can be worn for a pretty long time without it like ripping or anything like that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to aesthetics. You know, I didn't rock these shoes. I didn't get a pair.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do, you know, any performance. I'm not putting any performance input on, but I have eyeballs, and I'm going to give you my opinion on the look. I think it's a dope looking shoe.
Uh-huh.
I think this shoe is actually more aimed at a casual shoe than a basketball shoe,
Mm-hmm.
personally.
Right. Yeah, because like D-Rose said, you know, he cares about his fans and he
Yeah.
wants them to like
Yeah.
wear them casually and play basketball.
Yeah,
which
but
is
you
dope.
could totally wear them for basketball. There seem to be a pretty good basketball shoe,
Uh-huh.
but they're also, you know, they're soft to walk in. You know, the colorway is dope. You know, they implemented the synthetic leather, which always looks cool. And then they got these straps here that do nothing except look good.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, you know, I think it's a dope looking shoe. What do you think?
Yeah, I actually really like the shoes, the details in it, like the D-Rose like logo right here, and the 773 right here. I think it looks really cool. I think this is the coolest looking colorway also. So that's why I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good looking shoe. You can definitely rock it casually. I did. I went out and wore these shoes to test what it feels like to actually wear this shoe for like one whole day.
Right.
And it's actually pretty comfortable. You can, if you walk on your heels, it's not as soft as Boost, but it's actually pretty comfortable, and they look dope.
Yeah. And it's October right now, so you could say that they're the Red Octobers if you
Very
rock
cheap
them.
Red October.
Very cheap. Very cheap. Okay. All right. So, Sam, would you recommend this shoe
Yeah.
to a baller?
I would definitely recommend these shoes. Just keep in mind, if you're an outdoor baller, you shouldn't get these.
Uh-huh.
And also, if you don't like heavy, bulky shoes, you shouldn't get these. If you like responsive cushion, then you shouldn't get these.
Right. So these might be good for a bigger guy or a post player. So the price is $110. It's pretty cheap for a basketball shoe nowadays. That's good.
And the good thing is, I actually never worried about these shoes, and that's one good thing that I'm always looking for in a basketball shoe is like, when I'm playing, if the traction sucks and it keeps slipping, I'm always worrying about it,
Right.
But these shoes, I didn't worry about anything. The only thing I worried about was it was a little heavy and bulky, but that didn't really do anything much,
That's usually a sign of a good shoe is when you're wearing it and you forget that you're wearing any specific shoe. You just are thinking about playing.
Yeah.
So, all
Yeah,
right.
so for $110, I would recommend this shoe.
Yeah. Okay, so that was our performance review on the Adidas D-Rose 7734. I'm Don.
And I'm Sammy Lee.
We are the Soul Brothers, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.